Welcome back to the David Pakman Show.
Welcome back to the David Pakman Show. I want to take a second to say hello to two brand new David Pakman Show members of the week, Marina Miranda and Bobby Ahern. Welcome to both of you. And of course, now at davidpakman.com/membership, we have a very special offer. Sign up for any yearly membership, and we'll send you a free David Pakman Show t-shirt. There's multiple colors. There's multiple styles. There's even multiple sizes. We won't even force one particular size on you, which I think is pretty remarkable, Lewis, isn't it?
Yes, we're good like that.
I got an email from another new member in Australia, Marco. He says, "Hello, I'm from the Australian capital. Just wondering your thoughts on how election results would be if you had compulsory voting like we do in Australia. The 2010 election had a 93.2% turnout. This was general dissatisfaction with the major parties being at an all-time high. If there was compulsory voting, which side do you think would benefit more in the United States?" I know my answer.
Yeah.
Which side do you think would benefit?
The Democrats.
Why?
Because we know this. I mean, we know the numbers. It's just it's a fact.
Okay, Natan, what do you think? Why can't we hear Natan?
Can you hear me now? I would say that.
I mean, this is why the Republicans try to lower voter turnout.
Yeah, I would say. Well, there are a couple things here. One is whether more registered Democrats are going to vote. Since there are more registered Democrats than registered Republicans, if more of those vote, then obviously the Democrats will benefit. But if you include people who don't ever vote for anyone and aren't registered for anyone, I don't know what you would find.
Well, I think that as a general rule, if let's go the furthest extreme. If there were mandatory voting in the United States, Democrats would do incredibly well, because the reality is that many of the actual voters that vote now are convinced to vote against their own best interest by political pressure. Okay, and if voting were mandatory, I feel like a lot of people who don't vote at all are not going to just be influenced to vote one way or another because of political influence skewed political influence from the right. I think more voter turnout is known to help Democrats, and I think if there were mandatory voting, you would see voting much closer to people's actual interests. So if Democrats and Republicans are not that different on the whole about national health care, but there are more Democrats who seem to support in the general public eye a national health care plan,
right,
a lot more people who are forced to vote are going to say, I'm just going to vote for the Democrat. I think if we had mandatory voting in the U.S., the modern Republican Party, as you know it, may not even exist.
Mm-hmm. Probably mostly because of social issues, too.
Particularly because of social issues.